it's and welcome back to my channel for another bullet journal video. And today I will be sharing with you guys my August setup for 2022. And before we get started, I have to say that you can find all of these pages digitally on my website, which is linked in my bio. So if you want to get started digitally or printing bullet journal spreads for August, then don't forget to check my website out. But enough with the self-promo, let's jump straight into this setup. My theme for August is watermelon, lemonade, and kiwinade. I know it is kind of strange, but I saw two videos on TikTok, one of someone making watermelon lemonade and the other one making kiwinade. And I couldn't decide between both, so I just did both, and the color scheme actually worked really well together since both of them have green in it. It complements each other really well. So this is what you can see here with my cover page, and also all of the dimensions of the spreads will be on the screen. And I will have all of the products that I use in the description box down below, so if you are interested in any of my supplies, that's where you can find them. So for my cover page, I went with this jar, this mason jar, to have the watermelon lemonade in, and I added some pieces of fruit inside it as well as some ice cubes. And I loved playing around with all of these fun colors. I really tried to have something that is really bright and colorful since it is August. And also a little fun fact is that I actually messed up for this cover page. My original idea was to leave the ice cubes blank, to just have them white, but I messed up and colored one, so I had to color all the other ones. But on the rest of the pages after this, they will be blank, so if you see that, that is why. And basically I just added a straw, the watermelon at the top on the ring, and then at the bottom I added some fruits. Obviously I have watermelons and kiwis, nothing too surprising here, but I decided to go with a couple different ways to draw them. It's actually quite easy. Watermelon is like the easiest to draw. And kiwi is actually not that hard. You basically just need a brown, a light green, and a little bit of a darker green. And basically you color in the green, leaving a white space at the middle or wherever you want it. And then you color in the green part, and then in the center around the white line you add some string of darker green, just like you would if you draw an eye, is the best kind of idea that I can get. You can see them a little bit closer here. It's kind of hard to explain. And then you just add dots, and that's it. It's just as simple as that. Also, I'm really sorry if you can hear that I am congested. I have pollen allergies and I am always congested, so unfortunately I can't do anything about that, but hopefully you can't hear too much. But anyways, we are now onto the calendar page. I really tried to go more in the doodle vibe, and just have a lot of space for doodles. I still kind of kept my usual layout, which is to have the calendar in the middle with 3 rows on the left side and 4 on the right, and then at the bottom left I have a little bottle. I think this one is kiwinade if I'm correct. And then I tried a new font for the title. So I did the A like in a special font and not colored, and the rest in normal cursive style. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I think it's a little bit different from what I normally do. Also, you can see here that the ice cubes are not colored, so that's what I originally wanted to do. I also kind of struggled with the lines in this calendar. For anyone who's new to my channel, you may not know that I actually have my left arm paralyzed, so all of my setups are done with one hand, except if you are watching the videos from last year, because I've only been paralyzed since December, and part of my videos from this year were pre-filmed, so I think from April it's one-handed. But anyways, so if you only see one hand, that is why. But I really enjoy the little details that I did. I did this whole watermelon at the bottom here. I actually was surprised at how easy it is. You just need to do an oval type shape, and then 2 squiggles of lighter green, and then filling the rest with darker green, and that's basically it. And then I have this little goals page. That's something that I've been adding recently to my setups, and it really has helped me to stay on track with what I set as my goal, because I literally see it every single day. So I think it's really motivating to see something and have a reminder. And then for the calendar portion, I just added a dot of color alternating between pink and green to add the dates of the calendar. I enjoy so much that this month has a full week at the beginning. I think it is so satisfying. I also added a little watermelon at the top of the page on the calendar, just really quickly because I thought it was a little blank up there. But that's basically it. It is a really simple calendar. So moving on to the habits tracker. If you're new to bullet journaling and you don't actually know what a habits tracker is, it is, in my case, mini calendars, and for each one you assign a task that you would like to do every single day, whether you already do it and you want to keep it that way, such as brushing your teeth every day, or I don't know, look at your emails, or any task that you want to do every single day, or anything new that you want to implement in your routines or in your life. And it is as a reminder and a motivation to keep going with your goals. Also a reminder that you do not need to use any of these spreads if they are not beneficial for you. Bullet journaling is supposed to help you and be customized to you. So what works for me or for a friend of yours may not be what is right for you, especially with habits trackers, because sometimes it can be toxic to beat yourself up because you haven't done something in a while or anything. So if you have experienced any of that, this is just your permission to just not to do it anymore, because you need to do things that you enjoy and that will benefit you in your life and in your goals. And I talked too much, so we are already on to the mood tracker. I really love this one. So the way I did it for those 2 pages, I did one that is purely watermelon and the other one that is purely kiwis. So I just thought it would be funny to have them side by side. So for this one, I went with a picture of kiwinade in the center to have the key, and then underneath it the title, mood tracker, and then all around it kiwi doodles that I will fill in with a certain shade of green for my moods. The way a mood tracker works is that you have a space for each day and you can write your moods. So for me, I use smiley faces because I don't know why, but I can't identify my own emotions, nor the one of others for that matter. So it's really difficult for me to identify emotions, so I just rate my day based on smiley faces. And basically what you can do, you can choose happy, sad, angry, any emotion that you might feel throughout the day or regularly, and see if any of those things are affected by any of the other trackers that you may have. So for example, if you have a sleep tracker, if your moods depend on how many hours of sleep you get, so you can improve in the long run and help you find more balance. If you suffer from depression or anxiety, it can help to identify stressors or things that might trigger depression. So I think it's a really helpful mental health tool for that. And while we are at the kiwi theme page, I wanted to say something pretty funny. It is half funny, but I am actually allergic to kiwis, and I discovered that a few weeks back. I was put on antihistamines because I am allergic to the heat. Yes, a really fun allergy. I'm also allergic to cold for that matter, but that's beside the point. So I got put on antihistamines that I had to take every single day to help with heat allergy, and I discovered that I am actually allergic to 5 fruits. So tomatoes, kiwis, strawberries, and I forgot the others. Oh, pineapple. I'm sure there's another one, but I can't think of it right now. But yeah, that was a fun time. You should have seen the face of my doctor when I went back with more allergies. It was pretty funny, but that's besides the point. Let's get back into this setup. So this is my sleep tracker, which, if you don't know, is used to track your sleep. You can also use it as an energy tracker if you, for example, assign a color to your energy level to see if your hours of sleep impact your energy, or just in general to keep track of how many hours you sleep each day. It is, I think, a really helpful tool, just in general, to keep track of that. I have, I think, the most simplest layout ever for this page. I just have at the top the box for the sleep tracker, and then on this side I have a 4 squares wide box that is used for my energy tracker. So I keep it on the side and rate my energy each day. And then I just have at the bottom the title and some doodles. I usually keep these spreads really simple because once they are filled in, it is a lot, since I use colors to track my hours of sleep. And we are now onto the water tracker. So pretty straightforward for this one as well. It is to keep track of your water intake every single day. I just have the title at the top, which I did with a watermelon font. You will see that in a second, and I absolutely adore that. And basically I just have going down the days, and then across the page the quantity of waters. I keep track of it in milliliters and liters. So basically I just see for each day, and I start right where the day is, and I draw a line until how much water I drink. My personal water goal is 1.5 liters. I try to keep myself pretty hydrated as I have migraines, and water is a lot for me. So that's the reason why I track it. It is because I try to see how my water intake influence how many migraines I get a month. Which, spoiler alert, I haven't found anything yet because I pretty much have migraines every single day no matter what. But it is still pretty important for me to try and identify patterns. We now have my second to last spread, and it is my favorite tracker, my reading tracker. This year, one of my primary goals was to read more in general, so I decided to get a reading tracker since April now to track how much I read every single day. And it works basically just like the water tracker. I draw a line from where the numbers of the days are up till the point of how many pages I have read. The cool thing I think with this kind of trackers is that the increments can really be adjusted to you and you need, because for me personally I have up until 50 pages, 10 pages increments, and then I go all the way to 50 pages increment until 400 pages plus per day, because I know that I already read, I think it was 512 pages, which is the max I've ever read in one day. So I am a pretty fast reader, but it can also be adjusted to someone that reads a lot less. So I think it's really versatile for that, because it can be really used for anyone's need. And at the bottom I just have a little key. I use different colors for different increments, so I can see at one glance how much I read if I just want a quick estimate of see if there's like more 10 to 15 pages or 15 to 100 or like whatever the increments are, which I think is a really cool feature. So we are officially to our last page finally. So this one is the highs and lows of the day, which is personally the most useful journaling type of spread that I have been using. Basically you have the high column and the low column for each day, and you can record what was the highlight of your day and also the lowest point. And I think it really helps with toxic positivity, where you only think positive and kind of forget the other things. And personally I think that having the low beside it helps you to remember how good your high was compared to the low. That's just personal preference, obviously you do you, but yeah, that's basically why I love this spread so much. And the last thing that will be for this video is the final flip through. Right now I'm just making some doodles to add to this page. I didn't go with anything crazy, just did really quick watermelons and kiwis just like for the rest of the spreads. But that's basically it for this video, so I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more, definitely subscribe for more. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload, which has been kind of hectic lately. And also leave a comment, leave a watermelon or kiwi emoji so I know that you watched all the way through, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!